Hey there, movie buffs and fellow fans of on-screen magic. Let's get straight to the point before I start to give people headaches like Brandy. Today, we're diving deep into the world of movie improvisation, where actors toss scripts out the window and let their creativity run wild. All right, let's kick things off with the mighty Thor and mischievous Loki from Thor Ragnarok. Did you know that iconic scene where Thor hurls Loki at the guards wasn't in the script?
Hey, let's do get help. What? Get help.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him!
Classic.
Still hate it? It's humiliating.
No, not for me. It's...
Nope. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision that perfectly captured their love-hate relationship. Talk about sibling rivalry. Am I right? Now let's talk about Gerard Butler's epic "This is Sparta" moment in 300.
Madness. This is Sparta!
Turns out that spine-tingling scream wasn't even in the script. The director wanted a quiet delivery, but Gerard had other plans. His booming shout nearly cracked the sound barrier and made everyone on set jump out of their sandals. Hey, sometimes you gotta let the warrior spirit roar, right? And who could forget Jack Nicholson's chilling "Here's Johnny" line in The Shining? Jack was tired of all those script revisions, so he decided to channel his inner madman and improvise one of the most iconic moments in horror history.
Here's Johnny!
I guess you could say he really axed the competition. Now, let's talk about everyone's favorite ogre, Shrek. Mike Myers initially gave Shrek a Canadian accent, but he switched to Scottish faster than you can say "Och I the New." Why? Well, it turns out he thought Shrek should sound like a rugged Scottish warrior. And hey, who can argue with that? It's all ogre now.
It's all ogre now.
And speaking of rugged warriors, Daniel Craig decided to take a dip in Casino Royale. That scene where he emerges from the water like a Greek god? Totally unplanned. Daniel just felt like a quick swim between takes, and the rest is cinematic history. I mean, who needs a tuxedo when you've got swim trunks? Am I right? Now, let's talk about Reese Witherspoon's transformation in Cruel Intentions. She wasn't too keen on playing a timid character, so she took matters into her own hands and gave Annette a much-needed makeover. Who says a damsel in distress can't save herself, right? And then there's Samuel L. Jackson, who wanted to stand out in the galaxy far, far away. He requested a purple lightsaber for his character, Mace Windu, in Star Wars Episode 2.
Master Windu, how pleasant of you to join us.
This party's over.
And you know what? George Lucas said yes! Because let's face it, when Samuel L. Jackson wants a purple lightsaber, you give him a purple lightsaber. Now, let's talk about Jason Isaacs and his role as Lucius Malfoy in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. The costume team had one idea, but Jason had another. He ditched the striped suit and opted for a wizard's robe and long flowing hair instead.
Now, Draco, play nicely. Mr. Potter. Lucius Malfoy. We meet at last.
Talk about making an entrance, right? And speaking of entrances, Joaquin Phoenix decided to make a grand one in Joker. During a kitchen scene shoot, he surprised everyone by climbing into a fridge. Yeah, you heard that right. His impromptu stunt turned a mundane moment into one of the film's most impactful scenes.
Hello, Mr. Fleck. This is Detective Garrett. We met the other night at Gotham General. My partner and I had a few more questions for you. We stopped by your apartment today, but you weren't home. Please give me a call when you get this message. Again, it's Detective Garrity, and my number is 212-299.
Who knew refrigerators could be so dramatic? Ah, who could forget Robert Downey Jr. and his snacking shenanigans in The Avengers? Tony Stark wasn't just saving the world, he was also saving snacks. Robert Downey Jr.'s fondness for munchies found its way into Iron Man, with the character frequently popping up on screen with a snack pack in hand.
Oh boy. It's your beverage.
I mean, who needs a suit of armor when you've got a bag of chips, am I right? And there you have it, folks. 11 instances of movie magic brought to you by some of the most talented and spontaneous actors in Hollywood. Don't forget to hit that like button if you laughed, share this video with your fellow movie buffs, and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes shenanigans right here on Sync Show.